What's up? I just got caught in some pretty heavy rain right before I got back to the car, but I'm starting this one off and Saturday off with my long run, and I'm feeling extra satisfied because it turned into a bit of a grind in the end, but we got there, 30 Ks. Definitely worked me over that one. I'm feeling spent. I'm feeling a bit dehydrated. I took water, I probably drank a litre on the run, but I might have been a bit dehydrated to start with maybe. But I always find the jump up from doing shorter long runs like 20 Ks or whatever, like I have been when I'm, not in a training block, so to speak, up to 30 Ks and longer, really tough. The first one always nails me. I don't know why, but then I feel like from there I can keep building them longer and longer, and it's just nowhere near as hard. So, don't know how that works, but it can only get easier from here. Oh, that long run definitely just nailed me. I went and got a coffee and then come home and I just felt waxed, and I've just been not doing a lot. Started reading Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday on Kindle. I never thought I'd ever own a Kindle, but that's what it's come to. There's no good bookshops anymore. Every time I wanted a book, I'd go in to order it and they wouldn't have it. It'd take like 2 weeks to get it. It's just never worth it. So bit the bullet and got one, but I've just been chilling pretty hard. I was definitely dehydrated too. I think that's why it's nailed me so hard. So I've been on the coconut water, and I just tried this one for the first time. Coco Soul, best one I've ever had. Coconut water definitely tastes different brand to brand. I don't know how or why, because it's always the same ingredients. The ingredients is 100% organic coconut water, but seriously, it's good. So that's what I just made, spaghetti squash, which if you've never heard of a spaghetti squash like I hadn't until a couple of weeks ago, it's just a type of squash. You roast it and then you can scrape it out with a fork and it comes out like spaghetti. But I've made it one time before, it was pretty good. That time, that was terrible. It sucked. I don't know what I did, I just screwed it up. Plan B, blueberries, banana, coconut yogurt. So this is what training's been looking like for the last couple of weeks. I've been getting in about 80 Ks, 2.5 to 3,000 meters of vert, so pretty standard, nothing crazy at the moment. Keeping a lid on it for now until probably a couple of months. Hopefully I can start having a really solid build up towards Lavorado. But this week has been the first week in a pretty long time. I've got in 2 workouts, so hills and speed and a decent long run, which is kind of standard formula for me. Prior to that, lately I've just been doing all easy stuff, it's been nice for a change actually, but the workouts definitely help with variety for me, because like if you follow me on Strava, you probably notice that the maps for my runs are all exactly the same, and that's because I have a really small section of trail to train on. It's a good section, I can drive there in 5 minutes, so I can train on trails every day. It's nice and scenic, it's good. But the longest loop I can probably do is 6 kilometers long, so you can imagine it gets a bit repetitive sometimes. So the workouts just help break things up and mix my training up. And today has just been the complete opposite of yesterday. I feel way better. Had a real good run this morning, which was surprising, because usually that's the other thing that I struggle with once I do get up to a decent long run, is the Sunday run, running the day after. Usually I'm I was stiff and a bit sore and just on the struggle bus, but felt like $1 million this morning, so I'll take that. Just filmed this whole section about what I was having for tea, and the part where I actually showed the meal, my microphone wasn't plugged in properly. Must have come out and there's no sound, so I can't show you the actual food because I've eaten it. It was good. I made katsu curry, which is a Japanese style curry. I never even knew that they had curry in Japan. Like, it just really surprised me because I'd never imagined that, and apparently it's one of the most popular dishes that they have there, so learn something new every day. But that's a good one to make because it takes like 15 minutes. It's really easy and it tastes pretty damn good. It's another avant-garde vegan one. I'll leave the link for it in the description if you do want to give it a crack. Tempo Tuesday. Still firing up. It's 6:20. I've got 4 6-minute efforts to do. That's that. I did them on the lake path, which is, it's 3.5 Ks for a lap. The first half is net downhill, and then the second half is net uphill, and it's always a burner, and it's like gradual uphill, and then it kicks up right at the last bit. Always kills me, but I got them done. I'm making it sound way harder than it actually was. It wasn't too bad. So it's basically going downhill for a rep and then uphill for a rep. So 3:42 average pace per kilometre for the first one, then 4:17 on the uphill, 3:44, 4:18. So nice and consistent, that's what I always aim for doing a workout, is to just not blow up basically, and be at least holding my pace, preferably running faster on the last rep than the first one. So I've been thinking the last couple of days about entering the Shot Over Moonlight Marathon again. I've got 6 foot track coming up in March, but I don't know, I felt like doing something a bit sooner, just to keep me, like, March isn't that far away really, but just to keep me motivated, keep me excited, have something to look forward to, and I decided to pull the trigger on it. Just went to enter it, and it's full, so spewing. But I think I might just go anyway, just to go and train, and just because New Zealand, like Queenstown, Wanaka, Arrowtown, it's all just too sick. It's pretty much on par with Chamonix. That's how good it is. And I've never done Roy's Peak, which I've always wanted to do. I've been there before, but when I was there, it was it's on private property and it's a sheep station, so they closed it all off for lambing. It was all gated up, and I couldn't go, so I really want to do that. So I think that's going to be the plan. Just go on a trip, just to train, go on some missions and just run. It's nice to go somewhere on a trip every now and then that's not focused on doing a particular race. Because, like, I love going away for races, but you're tapering, so you don't really feel like going out and doing anything beforehand. You kind of got to be careful what you eat, and then afterwards you're just buckled, so you don't really feel like doing much then either. So I think I'll just wait till March to race again, which would be 6 foot track, like I said, which is 44 Ks, might be 45. It's in the Blue Mountains. It's one of the more iconic Australian races. I've always wanted to do it, so I'm pretty excited for that. But that's going to wrap this one up. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope everyone's killing the training. This has been a bit more of a look into sort of what I've been doing lately for training. And if you enjoy seeing that, like, more sort of specific training stuff, let me know in the comments. To me, like, I kind of just find it a little bit boring. Like, to me, it doesn't matter how fast you can run and all that stuff. It's just about running, so I just try to keep these videos as fun as possible to watch, if that makes sense. And if there's been some weird audio in this one, I had some microphone troubles, The one I normally use, I think the cable went faulty, and then I had to switch the mics and then camera settings and all this nonsense. It's been pretty frustrating, to say the least, but I think I've got it sorted now. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next video. Later.